Yeah. Back here in between games as the Doc Stewarts get ready for Game 2 of their doubleheader tonight against Klamath Falls. It's time to continue our series of player interviews brought to you by Umpqua Dairy, your local dairy since 1931. Get a chance to catch up with Cody Johnson, a 2018 graduate from Roseburg High School in the second season here with the Doc Stewarts. Cody, welcome back for another summer with the Docs. That'd be exciting to wrap up your high school career and continue playing baseball throughout the summer. Going into it, how'd you feel about the trial process, getting back into it all, and getting a chance to be with the Doc Stewarts for another summer?
Summer baseball is a good time. It's a lot different than spring ball, a lot more laid back, but a lot more games, and so it's a good time to be able to kind of relax a little bit, but still get that competitive aspect of baseball.
For you, obviously, just wrapped up the high school season, and you've got plans to try and go play, continue on at the college level. So how big is this summer for you, trying to kind of fine-tune everything, make sure you're ready to make that jump to the next level?
Yeah, I'm really trying to make sure that I'm ready to go. This summer's been big for me. I've been really trying to kind of fine-tune all my skills and really get ready for the next level.
What kind of, you're looking at Treasure Valley, you're going to be headed out there next year. What kind of things about that enticed you? I know we've talked about it in the past, but making the trip out to Eastern Oregon, kind of going to the middle of nowhere, but a long trip, a long ways away from home, and you make the choice to go play ball there. What about that enticed you?
I grew up in Eastern Oregon. I lived in Bend for quite a few years now, and it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. hunting and fishing is about the only thing to do, and that's what I grew up doing. So I'm really looking forward to, kind of having that small town aspect. I think it's only 11,000 people, man. So, make Roseburg look even bigger. But, I got a couple friends that looked there, and it looked like a really good fit for me. So I'm really excited.
What kind of things have you been hearing from those coaches and stuff about what you're going to be able to do with them, what they plan to try and have you do, what kind of things you can work on going out there? What kind of things are you hearing from them?
Well, right now they're recruiting me as a two-way guy, so as a pitcher and a shortstop. There was some talk about maybe me moving positions, just to be based on my arm and how that's going. But I really need to work on being able to get faster and be able to kind of get some pop behind my bat, because I feel like my swing is in pretty good shape right now, but I really just don't have that pop off the bat that I need.
As you make your way back here to your second year with the Doc Stewarts, it makes you one of only a handful of guys that have been on the team for a couple of years straight here. As a guy returning, what kind of responsibilities does that feel like it puts on your shoulders to have to do with this club during the summer?
I've been playing with all these guys for a long time now, and so that leadership role is big, but a lot of these guys can handle themselves, and we don't really consider ourselves a young team because of how we've been playing. So
yeah, you guys into league play now, and things seem to be going pretty well for the team, especially at home. The question I want to ask is, what's the difference? Playing at home, playing on road? Obviously, you got to travel. You're not on your confines and doing things in the normal routine there at home. But what's it like what's the difference between going on the road and playing at home?
I don't know what happens. I just don't know if we got it figured out at home or what we can do. But we brought some home dirt with us this game. We got a bag for us, and so hopefully we can bring out a kind of home aspect of the away game.
Absolutely. Well, I know you guys got to get back to it here, and we've also got the paparazzi that just love to make their way into these interviews. So, Cody, as you get ready for college, it's been a pleasure to get a chance to see you again out there on the field and cover you again. And are you one of those guys that would be eligible to come back next year?
I will. I'm a young blood, so I will be able to come back.
All right. Well, that sounds good. We look forward to hopefully seeing you again next summer, unless things go absolutely wildly successful for you out there and you find yourself in a different situation somewhere else. All right, Cody, we'll send you off. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you, Joey.
All right, Cody Johnson. Well, I got to do these interviews about a mile away from everybody on the team because they just love to come over and harass the guys while they're giving the interviews. All right, that's your Umpqua Dairy player interview brought to you by your local dairy since 1931, Umpqua Dairy. Get ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader coming up here in just a moment on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
this county is your home.
But no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us.
We'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide.
We'll be there with an auto loan for your next vehicle.
And when you're ready to make your dreams a reality, we'll be there with a home mortgage and one-on-one support every step of the way. Because commitment to our members is reflected in everything we do. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Swimming season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Reese's Pieces. Popcorn with butter.
Starburst.
Popcorn.
Okay.
Skittles. Popcorn.
Swedish Fish.
Oh. Reese's Pieces.
Best snack for movies? Oh, buttered popcorn.
Okay. Back at Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls as we get ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader. Joey Kieran here with you. As Doc Stewart's fall in Game 1, 10-9, a walk-off win for Klamath Falls as they get their first win against the Doc Stewarts, their third win in Area 4 play. And the Docs will try to get Game 2 if they can. Winning Game 2 would give the Doc Stewarts a split here on the road. It would also give them a series win for the first time in Area 4 play this season. Docs have split with every team in Area 4 so far this season. Win at home and then lose on the road. They're trying to snap that trend here tonight. Well, let's take a look at our Garrettson Building Supplies scoreboard update as we make our way towards the start of Game 2. Still waiting on a little bit of information from the field for tonight's teams and the Game 2 starting lineup, so we'll get that for you in a moment. This is your abbreviated Budget Lumber pregame show. Everything you need at great low prices. Budget Lumber on Diamond Lake Boulevard, where they strive to be Lumber One. Taking a look at the scoreboard from around Area 4. That's most of the action for us tonight. It looked like no other local teams in action this evening. Game 1, Medford wins 10-6 in 6 innings. And in Game 1 from Grants Pass, Eugene won 4-3 over the Nuggets. So your new Area 4 standings will look like this. Medford at 9-2 at the top, leading the way. Docs and Eugene at 6-5, tied for second. Both of them 3 games back of Medford. Willamette Valley at 5-6 will drop to 4 games back. Grants Pass goes to 4-7. They are now 5 games back of Medford. And Klamath Falls at 3-8 remains 6 games back of the Mustangs. So that is a look at the Area 4 standings after Game 1 of tonight's double headers from around Area 4. We'll be keeping an eye on the Game 2s. We should know everybody else's finals before we go final because everybody started an hour before us with their double headers tonight while the Docs started at 6 o'clock here at Kiger Stadium. Doc Stewart's again, 8 games now on the road that they've lost in a row. They had a 4-game winning streak coming into tonight's matchup. Their last 4 games all at home, winning all 4 of them. But they hit the road and lose on a walk-off in Game 1, 10-9. We'll have Game 2 coming up for you in just a few moments. We'll take a brief 2-minute break, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have the starting lineups for both sides and be able to pass that along to you as we get things going. So we will take a quick break. This is the Budget Lumber pregame show on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue. Barbecue.
Ranch.
Back with more Docs baseball for you on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score, and streaming with video online at 541radio.com. The video stream now up and running, and we welcome you everybody in as we make the long trip down here to Klamath Falls. Wish we had a better result for you in Game 1 of the doubleheader, but we've got Game 2 coming up. About to get the lineup card for Klamath Falls here in just a minute as we get ready for the start of Game 2. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for a station identification. You're listening to Doc Stewart's Baseball on 1490 The Score. At Kiger Stadium, the oldest stadium in Area 4, looked back at it, 1947. It was built 7 years before Legion Field. Legion Field, though, the largest stadium in Area 4. But some pretty historic places around Area 4. Doc Stewart's here at Kiger tonight. The long trip down here. We make the trip once a year. And it'll be... let's hope we can get to go home with a little bit of a positive feel as we make the late trip home, and we'll be getting back into Roseburg probably pretty late coming up tomorrow. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup here during the Budget Lumber pregame show. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins with great low rates. Give them a call at 673-0363. Leading things off for head coach Scott Shaver and the Dr. Stewarts, it'll be Garrett Russell in center field, followed by Zach Holland, the right fielder. Jonathan Stone at first base will bat third, followed by the DH, Brody Black hitting cleanup. Zach Mandera bats fifth, playing at third base. Doran Gillespie in left field will hit in the sixth spot. Kyler Leishner catches in Game 2. He'll bat seventh. Jacob Luther at second base hitting eighth, and Caden Johnson, the shortstop, will bat ninth for the Doc Stewarts. The DH being utilized for starting pitcher in Game 2, Cody Johnson. And that is a look around the diamond for the Doc Stewarts. A look at the Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Doc Stewarts. We'll take a look around the diamond for Klamath Falls as they get ready to take the field in Game 2. I think we could still be a little bit of ways away from getting Game 2 started here, so I might be in a little bit more of a rush than I need to be. Umpires haven't come out to meet with the coaches, I don't think, as of yet. So we'll continue to just keep an eye on that one as we make our way towards first pitch of Game 2. Again, the Docs falling 10-9 in Game 1. And we'll look to try and get the split and get the series win against Klamath Falls in Game 2 here coming up in a moment. But let's go ahead and look around the diamond defensively for Klamath Falls in the first inning. On the mound will be Bailey Whitlock. He was warming up in Game 1 in the bullpen. He'll get the start here in Game 2. He starts on the mound. His battery mate behind the plate is Trevor Schluter. At first base, Billy Miller. At second base, Kyle Hadwick. At shortstop for Game 2 is Hayden Rasica. Playing at third base will be Aiden Schramm. In the outfield from left to right, you've got John Mark Tacchini, Josh Hamilton, and JT Overstreet. That is a look around the diamond defensively, brought to you by Diamond Power Equipment, where the variety of outdoor power equipment is second to none. Still killing a little bit of time here before Game 2 gets started. We'll let you know Doc Stewart's continue to wear the orange tops here on the road. Orange tops, black belts, the blue socks, gray trousers, as always. Roseburg Doc Stewart's across the front in white, and white numbers on the back as well for the Doc Stewart's. The other side, you've got the blue tops, white numbers on the back, Falcons across the chest in white for Klamath Falls. You've got the white pants with the blue striping down the side for the Falcons. They've got the two-tone caps with the blue and then the red bill as they get ready for Game 2. Your uniform descriptions are always brought to you by Hammer Sport, Douglas County's hottest custom sportswear store for custom team jerseys, hats, and more. Find them in downtown Roseburg on Jackson Street. And a quick check of the weather before our first pitch. It has cooled significantly. I'm not sweating quite as profusely here in the booth in Klamath Falls. Our temperature actually dropping down into the 80s, about 87 here as we get ready for first pitch of Game 2. As we make our way probably towards the end of this one, we'll probably be in the low 70s, so it'll cool to a comfortable temperature before we wrap this one up. Here in Klamath Falls, they're expecting temperatures in the mid to low 90s coming up for the weekend. Back at home in Roseburg, looks like you guys are still in the 90s up there. And by the time we get done, it'll still be in the 80s for you up there in Roseburg. It's going to be a warm one tonight. Overnight temperature not going to get below 63, it looks like, according to my phone. Looks like tomorrow, 96. Docs are off tomorrow. And then when they get back to action hosting Australia on Saturday, looking at 96 degrees for that one as well. Your weather report is always brought to you by Supercuts in the Steelhead Run Plaza across from Starbucks on Garden Valley Boulevard. Save time and check out styles online at supercuts.com. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with first pitch as the umpires and coaches are meeting. More for you. And when we come back on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
This county is your home.
But no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us.
We'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide.
We'll be there with an auto loan for your next vehicle.
And when you're ready to make your dreams a reality, we'll be there with a home mortgage and one-on-one support every step of the way. Because commitment to our members is reflected in everything we do. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Reese's Pieces. Popcorn with butter.
Starburst.
Popcorn.
Okay.
Skittles. Popcorn.
Swedish Fish.
Oh. Reese's Pieces.
Best snack for movies? Oh, buttered popcorn.
Okay. We get ready for game 2 of the doubleheader. Doc Stewart's trying to get a split on the road. They've not been able to do that so far in Area 4 play. On the mound, it'll be Bailey Whitlock to start. The righty will face the Doc Stewarts here in game 2. The sunshine is pretty much non-existent on the field as we get ready for game 2. Just a sliver of sun sneaking through out in center field. Everybody else is in the shadows. Lights starting to come on here at Kiger Stadium. That might make for a slightly better view for those of you watching online. Gives us a little bit better definition with the infield in the shadows there through the first game and no lights on. It was kind of dark, and then the outfield very bright. That's never a good combo. We get ready for the top of the first. Docs lost 10-9 in game 1 after taking an early lead. We'll see what they do in game 2. And the first pitch buzzes the tower. Out of the way, Garrett Russell will take ball 1. And we are underway in the nightcap. Docs trying to get a split on the road. Out of the windup, Whitlock delivers a strike. A 1-1 count now for Russell. Garrett Russell had just one hit in game 1 as he swings and misses at a pitch low to make it a 1-2 count. Bailey Whitlock, right-hander on the mound, is 1-2 high for a 2-2 count. Bailey Whitlock from Mazama High School will be a senior next year there for the Vikings. His 2-2 pitch, left side, gets through into left field, and Russell will get a base knock to lead off the game. Doc Stewart's have the leadoff man on. A single to left. Got underneath a diving glove at third base by Aiden Schramm. And the Docs will have a man on to start things off. Zach Holland batting next for the Doc Stewarts, the left-handed batter, right-handed thrower. Playing in right field in game 2. First pitch to him. He squares to bunt, goes third base side. He races down the line. Schramm comes in. His throw to first in the dirt. It'll be in time to get Holland at first. Had a bang-bang play there. Schramm, a nice throw over there, and got to give credit to Billy Miller at first for scooping that one out of the dirt. Sack bunt will move Garrett Russell into scoring position at second with one away. The first pitch now to Jonathan Stone. Comes in a strike. Jonathan Stone in game 1 had just the one hit, but it was the biggest. They drove in 2 runs in the 7th to tie the game up at 9, gave the Docs a little bit of life. His 0-1 pitch, he takes it, bounces off the plate, trying to take third. Russell gets in safely as the ball goes out of the glove for third baseman Aiden Schramm. If he catches that one and holds on, Russell probably done at third. But he'll take it. That is a pitch in the dirt for a wild pitch, moving the runner up to third. So man at third, a 1-1 count at the plate for Stone. He drives in the first run of the game with a line drive to left. Russell will come in to score, and Stone will lead off the game in his first at-bat with a line drive shot that gets just into shallow left field and drives in Garrett Russell from third. So now Russell getting into third on that wild pitch, really big. If he had been thrown out, Doc Stewart's wouldn't have had the leading run in. 1-0 your score. Doc's in front, man at first with one out. First pitch to Brody Black, misses for ball 1. Stone coming up with his third RBI of the series here in Klamath Falls. Stone at first base, gets a look from Whitlock to throw to the plate. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. Excuse me, strike 1. It's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 throw over, Stone back in safely. You may look at Jonathan Stone and think a 6'7" guy trying to run the bases. He probably doesn't steal all that often. He actually has 5 stolen bases this season. With those long legs, he covers ground quickly. The 1-1 for Brody, inside high. It'll go to a 2-1 count. 5 stolen bases, third best on the team. behind Doran Gillespie with 9 and Garrett Russell with 8. Whitlock throws over to first. Stone goes back in diving. Head first in for a safe play there. The tag applied by Miller, but not in time. 1 run in so far here in the top of the first as the Docs try to take game 2 and win the series. The pitch to Brody Black, a ground ball to short, could be 2. They go to second for 1. The throw to first will finish things off in the first inning. 6-4-3, the double play to wrap up things in the first inning for the Doc Stewarts. But 1 run comes in on 2 hits, no errors, and no men left on base. Doc Stewarts lead 1-0 going to the bottom of the first inning. You're listening to Docs Baseball on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Go to the bottom of the first. Doc Stewart's leading 1-0. Take a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Falcons. Cooper's Pest Control, give them a call at 673-0363. Leading things off, the center fielder, Josh Hamilton, followed by Kyle Hadwick, the second baseman. Blake Loney, the DH, bats third. Billy Miller, the first baseman, will hit cleanup. John Mark Tacchini playing in left field, bats fifth, followed by the shortstop, Hayden Rasica. The third baseman, Aiden Schramm, will bat seventh. Trevor Schluter, the catcher, bats eighth, and JT Overstreet, the right fielder, rounds out the starting 9, batting ninth. First pitch from Cody Johnson is a strike against Josh Hamilton. And we're underway in the bottom of the first. The 0-1 pitch in the air to right field. Jacob Luther goes out. Calling him off will be Zach Holland, and Holland makes the play in right field for out number 1. Up to bat next will be Kyle Hadwick with 1 out and nobody on. Let's take a look around the diamond defensively for the Doc Stewarts. On the mound, Cody Johnson pitching in game 2. Behind the plate, you've got Kyler Leishner catching. We'll run around the diamond here after the first pitch to Kyle Hadwick as he just steps into the batter's box. First pitch, a swing and a foul tip for strike 1. Out at first base, Jonathan Stone, Jacob Luther at second, Caden Johnson at short, and Zach Mandera at third. In the outfield from left to right, Doran Gillespie, Garrett Russell, and Zach Holland. This ball in the air, right side, foul territory. Stone will give way to Jacob Luther. The second baseman makes that catch in fair territory. It was back behind first, just in fair territory, and Luther there for the second out, 2 down. It's 2 away, and up next will be Blake Loney, the DH, hitting for the starting pitcher, Bailey Whitlock. Strike on the first pitch for an 0-1 count here against Loney. That look around the diamond was brought to you by Diamond Power Equipment, where the variety of outdoor power equipment, second to none. A foul ball back into the screen, shaking things in front of us here. I was going to tell the guys down in the dugout before the game, hit one up to me. Try and catch it here in the booth. I don't think that's going to be possible, but I'll try. The 0-2, and it beans him. Blake Loney will get on with 2 down on the hit by pitch. And Cody was ahead 0-2 in that at-bat. That's a tough one to let go. Cody Johnson this season, 2-4 record. He's pitched 29 innings, has a 4.34 ERA, 25 strikeouts, only 11 walks. That's his 7th hit batter That puts him in the lead for the team high on that category, not necessarily one you want to be leading. Ground ball chopper to third. Mandera gets it off the bat of Billy Miller. Has plenty of time to get the out at first. No harm done on the hit by pitch. Doc Stewart's pitch a clean frame in the first, and they lead 1-0 as we go to the top of the second inning. You're listening to Doc's Baseball on CBS Sports Radio, 14-9 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
So we go to the top of the second inning, 1-0 lead for the Doc Stewarts. It'll be Zach Mandera to lead things off for the Docs. The third baseman, his first at-bat of the night. Docs with a run on the base hit by Jonathan Stone in the first inning. Zach Mandera swings and misses. Start off his first at-bat. In game one, Zach Mandera, 2 hits, 2 singles in that one, going 2 for 4. 0-1 delivery from Bailey Whitlock. That one in the air out to center. Hamilton, ranging to his right, will camp underneath it for the first out. So pop out to center for Mandera. Doran Gillespie steps in next, the left fielder, moving up in the lineup just a spot. Has 4 doubles against Klamath Falls this year and a 3-run homer. Stands in here. Wind is blowing out to center field, so it could be a little wind-aided if you get one in the air. He puts this one in the air, but foul for strike 1. So it is possible to maybe get the wind to help carry it out, although as I say that, the American flag in center field starts to go limp just a little bit. 325 down the lines, 385 to the alleys. And 350 to straightaway right and left. As a pitch in for a called strike against Gillespie gives him an 0-2 count. Doran started slow in game 1, but finished with 2 hits. Went 2 for 4 with a run scored. The 0-2 pitch to him. Swings and he fouls that one off to stay alive. At-bat so far reminiscent to his at-bat in the first game, although he swung at a pitch outside in the dirt in game 1 and struck out. Here he's able to get just a piece of it to stay alive. 2 balls, 1 strike against Gillespie. Might have said 1 ball, 2 strikes. I meant no balls, 2 strikes if I did. I apologize. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes now. 1 away. Bailey Whitlock, his second inning here. He's given up 2 hits so far in the 1 run. Gillespie stands back in. The 1-2 upstairs to take it to a 2-2 count. Now, that's one of those pitches that from our angle, it's hard to tell if it's a strike or not. It looked right over the plate. The only assumption I could have is that it looked like it was upstairs just a little bit. The 2-2 swing. It's a ground ball to third. In front of it is Schramm. Throw across the diamond. Gillespie goes down as out number 2 on the 5-3 putout. Up next for the Doc Stewarts will be Kyler Leishner getting his first at-bat of the night. Didn't play in game 1. He didn't play last night either. Was dealing with some strep throat, and now he apparently passed that on to Luke Lucido, who is not with the team tonight due to strep. Kyler Leishner comes in with a .320 batting average, looking to get something going for the Docs here in the second inning on his first at-bat. The pitch outside for ball 1. I was told not to give any sort of impressions on how he might have passed that to Luke Lucido. I don't know. Ground ball to third, backing up to make the play. Schramm across will make the out. 5-3 the put out. And the Doc Stewarts will go down in order. 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Go to the bottom of the second. Doc still in front 1-0 here on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Gotta go with barbecue.
Cracked pepper.
It's cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue. Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
One nothing lead continues for Cody Johnson as we head to the bottom of the second. Doc Stewart's in front. It'll be John Mark Tacchini to lead things off for the Falcons. After the Docs went down 1-2-3 in the top of the second inning. First pitch, off speed, swing and a miss. Tacchini out in front of that one. Docs Baseball tonight brought to you by Cruz Farms Market, now open for the season. Don't forget the pie. Waving at another breaking ball for strike two against Tacchini. He goes to an 0-2 count quickly. In the first inning, Cody Johnson allowed only one base runner on a hit by pitch. His 0-2 for Tacchini is in the dirt for ball one. Johnson, glove in front of his face, working out of the windup. Delivers a fastball this time, fouled back. And it stays a 1-2 count. John Mark Tacchini, Hayden Rasica, and Aiden Schramm all batting for the first time in the ballgame this half inning here in the bottom of the second. The 1-2 line drive to center will drop in for the first base knock for the Falcons. Tacchini puts that into center field. One on, nobody away. Hayden Rasica steps in next, the shortstop for Klamath Falls. Docs will look for a double play ball here. Game one for Hayden Rasica, the shortstop. He went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. He did get on with a fielder's choice and did score a run in the inning where Klamath Falls took a big lead. He powers this one to right field. Holland will come in running to get to it. Makes the catch for the first out. One away. And the Docs now looking for that double play ground ball. Try and turn it up the middle. Johnson to Luther to Stone and see if they can get out of this second inning without giving up any damage. First pitch just outside, ball one here against Aiden Schramm, the third baseman. Schramm didn't play in game one of the doubleheader tonight. He did play yesterday up in Roseburg. His 1-0, he puts that high in the air to left field. A routine fly ball out to Gillespie, who makes the catch for the second out. 2 down. After giving up the leadoff single, Cody Johnson finds himself 1 out away from getting out of the second inning, still with a 1-0 lead. Up next will be Trevor Schluter. Schluter also didn't play in game one, but he did play yesterday up in Roseburg. Schluter played in game two, went 1 for 2 with a sac bunt and a single with an RBI attached. Aiden Schramm, he didn't play in game two. He actually got just a couple of pinch hits. He came in defensively, went 1 for 2 off the bench in game one of the doubleheader yesterday. That was a number I was looking for there. A strike. An 0-1 count to start out here against Schluter. Catching here in game two. He fouls it back for strike 2. You've got the Schluter brothers. So you've got the Rassica brothers, correct? Am I right? They're brothers, and the Schluter brothers. So they got 2 sets of brothers on this team. Docs have beaten them out in that category with 3. 0-2 pitch here from Johnson. And he got a check swing for strike 3. Schluter will go down. That's a Joe's Towing strikeout to finish things off here in the second for Cody Johnson. Don't strike out when you get stuck. Call Joe's Towing, your local professionals. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. 1 man left on base for Klamath Falls. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. Docs lead 1-0 on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Top of the 3rd inning, Jacob Luther, Caden Johnson, and Garrett Russell due up for the Doc Stewarts, who lead 1-0. First pitch from Bailey Whitlock, low and inside for ball 1. Doc Stewart's Baseball tonight brought to you by Dr. Lanson Randall. For new patients, mention the code Perfect Smile and receive a free exam and x-rays. Whitlock's 1-0 pitch, high for ball 2. First at bat of the night for Jacob Luther. Didn't play in game 1. He gets to start at game 2. Out at second base here. Luther comes in batting .273 on the season. He's struggled a little bit in his last couple of games. He gets this one in the air out towards short. Softly hit. Third baseman is going to take that one in front of the shortstop. Aiden Schramm makes the play, retiring the first batter for the Doc Stewarts. Just a jam shot there for Jacob Luther. Couldn't get around and get the barrel on it, and flies out to the third baseman. 1 away. Caden Johnson batting in the 9th spot will get a chance to hit. Check swing. It's a slow roller to third, and Schramm getting a lot of work over there will make the play. That was a check swing, slow roller to third base, and Caden Johnson couldn't beat it out. You wonder maybe sometimes there if they catch him off guard, but they did not. Docs will make it through the lineup for the first time. Up to bat with 2 down and nobody on will be Garrett Russell. It's been a busy game so far for Aiden Schramm at third. He made 2 putouts in the 2nd inning. He's got 2 here in the 3rd and had a putout in the 1st as well. And had a ground ball get by him at third base on a diving attempt as Russell takes the first pitch low in the dirt for ball 1. That ground ball was off the bat of Garrett Russell, who's at the plate, 1 for 1 today. Russell scoring the first run of the game, putting the Docs in front 1-0 as we sit here in the top of the 3rd. He gets a sharp ground ball to short to a knee. Heath Rassica up with it, throws to first. Snagging it at the shoot tops. Billy Miller makes the play for the final out. So the Doc Stewarts go down in order here in the 3rd inning as Bailey Whitlock seems to be finding a bit of a groove. He's retired 7 straight batters. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still a 1-0 game. Docs in the 3rd. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Back after this 60-second break on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Douglas County is your home, but no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us. Through every adventure, we'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide. Through every triumph, we'll be there every step of the way with a home mortgage. And through all life's little quirks, we'll be there with one-on-one support to get you back on the road in no time. Neighbors are there for each other, and that's exactly who we are. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Gotta go with barbecue. Cracked pepper.
It's cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Bottom of the third inning, Docs lead 1-0. Tonight's ball game brought to you by optometrist Dr. Bonnie Gower. She's here to open your eyes to more options when it comes to your vision. To find out more or to schedule an appointment, call her at 440-2590. Cody Johnson, third inning of work. He'll face the 9-1-2 hitters. First pitch to the lefty, JT Overstreet, is in for strike one. Overstreet's first at-bat of the ball game. Takes low for a 1-1 count. Overstreet in game one of the doubleheader. Had 2 singles and a walk, scored 3 times. Got on base every time up to bat. He puts this one into left field going back. Gillespie will get underneath it. Had a bit of a run underneath him. That one started carrying on him a bit. Almost looked like he might have thought that was going to get over his head. But he gets to it in time to make the first out. One away. Josh Hamilton will step in back to the top of the order here for Klamath Falls. He flew out to right field in his first at-bat. Takes for ball one to lead off things here, his second trip to the plate. So we'll see how Cody Johnson does his second time through the order against Klamath Falls. Hamilton with 2 hits in the first game. This one in the air out towards right field again, and it again will be Zach Holland to get underneath it. That almost a repeat of the first inning. And Hamilton now 0 for 2 with a pair of pop-outs to Zach Holland in right. 2 away, nobody on base, and it'll be Kyle Hadwick that bats next. 0 for 1 in the game for him. He flew out to second baseman Jacob Luther. Luther was back behind first in fair territory, just out in the outfield grass. First pitch, a strike against Hadwick on a fastball from Johnson. The 0-1 in the air to right field. Going back, Holland reaches up for the final out. A 1-2-3 frame for Cody Johnson. We're wheeling and dealing so far through game 2. Still a 1-0 lead for the Doc Stewarts as we head to the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base for Klamath Falls. Back with more after this 60-second break on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Okay.
Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Holland had a busy bottom of the third defensively, making 2 putouts. He'll turn around and step into the plate. Here in the top of the 4th inning, Doc's leading 1-0. We welcome you in to the broadcast this evening. First pitch swinging for Holland. He grounds it to short. The throw on the run. Scoop at first. Miller will make the play. Hayden Rasica, low throw from shortstop on the run. Miller saves him, making the scoop at first for the first out here in the top of the 4th. Doc Stewart's Baseball brought to you by Clinton Newell Auto Group, your local Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Toyota dealer. The first pitch here to Jonathan Stone in for strike 1. Nobody on and 1 away. Stone 1 for 1 in the game. Had the RBI single in the first to drive in Garrett Russell and give the Doc Stewarts a 1-0 lead. The 0-1 in the dirt. He evens up the count. A ball and a strike. And now a visit out to the mound for the catcher. Trevor Schluter out there to go have a conversation with Bailey Whitlock. Well, the Docs will have a day off tomorrow. Then they're back to action on Saturday when they host the Perth Heat Colts. The team from Australia, the traveling team that makes its way through the state of Oregon. It seems like every summer. Might be at least 1 or 2 years since the last time the Docs hosted them. So it'll be fun to see those guys again. I think they're getting close to wrapping up their trip. 1-1 pitch to Stone outside for ball 1. Portland Trailblazers in action tonight. Their game a little ways in. Summer League basketball. The Blazers went 3-0 during the preliminary rounds and then were seeded number 2 overall going into the tournament. They got a first-round bye, so they're playing their first tournament game tonight as Stone fouls off another pitch to make it 2-2. See if I can dig up a score for you on that one. See if they've got any Summer League scores going on. Doesn't look like it. Oh, wait, there we go. Pitch outside. Makes it a full count now for Jonathan Stone. Full count pitch. Stone takes high and inside for ball 4. That'll be the first walk of the ball game. Stone gets on with the full count pitch just a bit upstairs. Draws a walk. First walk issued by Whitlock, and a man on with 1 away, and Brody Black will hit next for the Doc Stewarts. Brody comes in 0 for 1, grounded into an inning-ending double play back in the first. Brody steps in. Whitlock's first pitch coming up. Whitlock will get it across for a strike. Well, I thought I might have found a score on that Blazer game for any that might be interested. We'll see if we can dig it up somewhere else. 0-1 pitch coming up for Brody Black. Stone on at first with 1 away, and he'll head back to the bag as Brody steps out. Pitch outside to go to a 1-1 count now for Brody. Bailey Whitlock gave up a run in the first inning on just 2 hits, looking to avoid giving up a run with 1 out here in the 4th inning. Swing and a miss, running for second. Stone will get in. Stolen base there for Jonathan Stone. Brody gets a swing and a miss for strike 2. Got a man in scoring position here. So if he can connect on a 1-2 count, could drive in another run for the Docs, who lead 1-0, top of the 4th inning. Whitlock delivers. Brody goes right side. That might have a chance to squeeze through. It does. They're going to send Stone to the plate. The throw from right field goes all the way to the plate, but not in time. And it's an RBI single for Brody Black to make it 2-0. Doc Stewart's in the lead here in the top of the 4th. Brody gets his first hit here in game 2. Picks up another RBI. That one got underneath the glove of a diving Hadwick at second. He was playing up the middle with the runner at second base, playing more to hold the runner on, and so had a long way to go to get to that one and couldn't get there in time. Stone scores from second. Docs lead 2-0. Zach Mandera at the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 1. They're going to send the runners back to the plate. Coach Shaver from the dugout's going to signal out what they want to do here as the guys will check their wristbands. A 0-1 pitch coming up for Mandera. Swings and ground ball to third. Backing up on it. It goes under the glove for Schramm at third base. Up to second will go Brody. And Mandera will get on. That's going to be an error at third base. So E5 for Aiden Schramm, who's gotten a lot of work over there at third. The ball gets by into left field, and the Docs will have runners at first and second with just one away. Doran Gillespie steps in next for the Docs, batting 0 for 1 in this game. First pitch, strike called. Oh, 1 count with one away and runners at first and second. That ball out to right field might have a chance to get down. It will. Gillespie picks up his first hit. They're going to send Brody around the plate. He's going to score easy as the throw does come home and not in time. I just misspoke. I didn't think they were going to send it to the plate. I thought they were throwing to third. The relay throw goes to the plate, and it was actually pretty close, with the tag just behind the runner, and Brody will get in safely. That a bang-bang play at home right on top of us here. We're right on top of it, and Brody will score. Man, much closer than I anticipated. Zach Mandera goes first to third. Doran Gillespie with the bloop single gets an RBI. Gets his first hit of the game, and the Docs now lead 3-0. First pitch, swing and a miss. Throw down to second as Gillespie takes second, backing up the play. The shortstop will get it, but no chance to throw to the plate, and Mandera will score. He takes home, and a stolen base for Doran Gillespie gets him into second. And so the Docs will have a runner at second base. It's 4-0 your score. 3 runs in here in the fourth inning for the Doc Stewarts. At the plate, Leishner with an 0-1 count. He swings and put this one in the air out to left field. The line drive will be caught by Takini for the second out. Docs leading 4-0. Jacob Luther will hit with 2 down and a man in scoring position at second. Luther flew out to third base his first time up. Almost looked like he might have thought about squaring a bunt there. He pulled it back, takes for a 1-0 count. The 1-0, low and outside, and Luther's got a 2-0 count. Two down, and a 2-0 count for Luther. Ground ball to third, backing up on it. Schramm can't make the play again. They're going to send Gillespie around third. The throw to the plate, offline. Gillespie scores. Luther to second. He's going to get thrown out to end the inning, but the run will count. Gillespie scores on the single by Luther. And the Doc Stewarts will take 4 runs in the fourth inning to lead 5-0 on top of Klamath Falls. Luther out at second base, but does drive in a run. Doc Stewart's lead 5-0 going to the bottom of the fourth on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Cody Johnson with a nice lead to work with here against Klamath Falls, although we've seen you cannot really trust a lead against these Falcons so far. They've come back every time against the Doc Stewarts, and they finally came back for a win in Game 1 of the doubleheader here tonight. Docs leading 5-0 as we start at the bottom of the fourth. First pitch missed for Cody Johnson against Blake Loney. He powers one out to the left center field alley. It drops in for a base knock to lead things off in the fourth. Docs with 4 runs in the top of the fourth inning to take a 5-0 lead. 4 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. No men left on base. As we start the bottom of the fourth, Loney getting his first hit of the game, on base for a second time after getting hit by a pitch in the first inning. Gets a single to start out the fourth, and a man on base for the Falcons. First pitch now to Billy Miller. Takes for ball 1. The first baseman has been excelling at the bag in this one. He's made a couple of digs out of the dirt on low throws from his fellow infielders. So he has been helping those guys out. He's got a 1-0 count. Pitch misses again, a 2-0 count for Miller. Never did find a score on that Blazers game, but it does look like we're getting some scores from other games around Area 4, so we'll pass those along for you. 2-0 count in the air out towards left center. Long run. Russell, Gillespie both chasing it. It's over their heads off the wall in left field, left center. And 1 run will come in. It's a double for Billy Miller. That one hit all the way to the wall. Drives in Blake Loney from first. And getting on the board, Klamath Falls will take their first run of the game on an RBI double. And now Cody Johnson, a little touched up, but still a 4-run lead to work with. No need to panic for him just yet. First pitch now, fouled into the netting behind home for strike 1 for John Mark Tacchini, who has been a tough out in the series for the Doc Stewarts. He has a single here in Game 2. Had 2 hits, a double and a single in Game 1 after having a pair of hits in both games of the doubleheaders last night. He fouls off another pitch for strike 2, and he's behind 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes against Tacchini. Out at second base, Billy Miller. That ball in the air to center, going back, Russell. He's going to have to go back even further. He lost it in the air. He thought he had it. He gets to it now. Will fire it back in. Miller will score from second. It's 5-2 now after back-to-back doubles. 3 hits given up here in the fourth inning by Johnson. That one dead center field. Russell looked like he felt like he had a beat on it, and then it just kept carrying over his head. And so Tacchini now with a single and a double in this ball game drives in a run, and the Doc Stewarts lead 5-2. Still nobody out in the fourth inning. 3 straight hits. Cody will step off. So Eugene and Grants Pass split their series tonight. The pitch misses for ball 1 and gets by Leishner just a bit, but the runner holds out at second base. A bug fly into my eyeball. 1-0 pitch. In the air this time. That's going to stay on the infield. Jonathan Stone goes off his glove. That one kept backing him up. Jet Black will come to get it, helping back up the play, and runners on the corners. That's going to be an error for the Doc Stewarts. Hayden Rasica gets on base. And Coach Shaver's going to come out to the mound to have a talk with the guys as they have a tough inning brewing here in the bottom of the fourth. So Hayden Rasica getting on base on the error. First and third. Eugene and Grants Pass split their series. So they split the series overall. They split the doubleheader tonight and split overall. So Grants Pass will go to 5-7. And Eugene goes to 6-6. Doc Stewart's with a win here in Game 2 can remain in second place all by themselves. A loss to Klamath Falls, and the Docs would stay tied with Eugene at 500 in league play. And look like after 4 innings, Willamette Valley is actually beating Medford 2-1, and that would help out the Docs there. So after 4 innings of play. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th of our game. 2 runs in already for Klamath Falls with 2 men on base. First and third for the Falcons. And nobody out. Cody Johnson trying to work through this 4th inning. He's given up 3 straight hits and an error. First pitch low against Aiden Schramm for ball 1. That look at scores from around Area 4 brought to you by Garrettson Building Supply, offering a wide range of high-quality lumber, plywood, and building-related materials. Garrettson Building Supply supporting our Douglas County community for over 90 years. Fly ball to right field. Holland gets it. He'll throw in. The throw cut by Stone, but the throw will not make it to the plate. The 3rd run comes in here in the 4th, but the Docs get their first out. Sac fly to right field. An RBI for Aiden Schramm, 1 away. Still on at first is Hayden Rasica, 1 down. Docs lead 5-3, still in front by 2. Docs looking for the double play ball here. First pitch now, ground ball to third. This could be it. Mandera to Luther, and to first. Just behind the runner. Luther looked like he had a hard time getting it out of his glove. Docs will get the out at second, though. 5-4 the put out. 2 down. Fielder's choice gets Trevor Schluter on base. Out at second base, Hayden Rasica. 2 down. 9-hitter JT Overstreet will come up. First pitch to the lefty Overstreet, who's 0 for 1 in the game with a fly out to left field. Puts it to third, and it gets by Mandera into left field. The base knock to left. Overstreet, sharp hit ball, got on Mandera quick. He couldn't get the glove down in time. First and second with 2 away. 5-3 the score still here in the 4th. 8-hitter to the plate for Klamath Falls with 2 down. Josh Hamilton will hit for his 3rd time in the game. He puts one to right field, but going foul. It'll drift out of play. Just come up short of the patio deck over there. Gives him an 0-1 count. Hamilton with 2 pop-outs to right field so far. So let's see here. If Willamette Valley holds on, if the score holds, you'd have Medford at 9-3, Eugene at 6-6, Willamette Valley at 6-6, Grants Pass at 5-7. Ground ball up the middle. It's stopped by Luther. The runner off the base at third. Luther will walk it back in. It holds the runner at third, and it saves a run as Luther knocks it down on the infield. The base hit up the middle for Josh Hamilton. And the bases are loaded with 2 down. Docs just need 1 more out to get out of things here in the 4th. With the lead still intact, they're on top 5-3, but right now a base knock could do some damage with the bases loaded and 2 down. First pitch for Kyle Hadwick. Takes for strike 1. Hadwick 0 for 2 in the ball game against Cody Johnson. Begins the 3rd time through the lineup here. Pitch just outside, a 1-1 count. And Hamilton, batting for the 3rd time, is now on at first after his single. Hadwick batting for his 3rd time. In the bottom of the 4th, 3 runs in so far for Klamath Falls. Another pitch low for a 2-1 count. No place to put a batter. So Cody's going to have to try and make sure he doesn't walk this guy. He hasn't walked anybody so far. His 2-1 pitch coming up. Strike called. Check swing at the plate by Hadwick, but the umpire calls it for strike 2. And a 2-2 count now for Cody Johnson, trying to wrap things up. He fires in. Strike 3, gets a swing and a miss And the Doc Stewarts will get out of the fourth inning without giving up the lead. Second strikeout of the game for Cody Johnson. 3 runs come in for Klamath Falls on 5 hits. There was 1 Doc Stewart error and 3 men left on base for the Falcons. 5-3 our score going to the top of the 5th inning. Doc's in front, looking to get a split on the road here on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. Doc's leading 5-3 against Klamath Falls. A bunt attempt in the air, caught behind home by the catcher, Caden Johnson. Will pop out to start things here in the 5th inning. 1 away for the Doc Stewarts, on top by 2 runs. Doc Stewarts baseball today, brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Caden Johnson 0 for 2 in this one. 1 down, back to the top of the lineup for the Docs. First pitch to Russell, inside for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery, Russell, chopper to third. Schramm will come in, take it on the first hop, an easy throw over to first to retire the second straight batter. 2 down, and Zach Holland will try to get something started for the Docs here in the 5th inning. First pitch for Holland, low and inside for ball 1. Holland on the day is 0 for 1, has a sac bunt to his credit. Looking at the numbers, 5 runs on 5 hits for the Docs. They've got the 1 error, 3 runs on 6 hits, and 1 error for Klamath Falls. A 1-1 count after a foul ball for Holland. Nightfall here in Klamath Falls now. Temperature dropping, still warm though. 1-1 pitch from Whitlock. Inside. Defensive roll by Holland. Gives him a 2-1 count. Well, Medford has battled back. They've tied that game up after 5 innings, 2-2. Holland puts it to center field. That might have a chance to drop. It will. Holland will get his first hit in the 5th inning. Finds his way on base with 2 outs for the Docs as they look to pull off a little bit of a 2-out rally. 1 on, 2 away. Jonathan Stone in. He is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Stone at the plate. Waiting for that first pitch from Whitlock. He'll throw over to first. Holland back in ahead of the tag. So let's see. We had Brody Black, Caden Johnson, Doran Gillespie, and Zach Holland and Kyler Leichner all with hit streaks going coming into this game. Check on that for you. 5-3 the score right now in the top of the 5th. Jonathan Stone takes high for ball 1. So Brody Black has a base hit. His hit streak goes to 8 games now. Caden Johnson without one. He's still stuck at 5. Doran Gillespie has a base hit. His hit streak up to 12 games now. 1-0 for Stone. That one out towards the power alley. That looks like it's got a chance to drop. It will. Cut off by the left fielder. Holland up the third. Stone going into second. He'll have a double. A 2-out double for Jonathan Stone, finding his groove at the plate once again. 2 for 2 in this one. And the Doc Stewarts have a man 90 feet from home with 2 outs as they try to bring in some runs and add some insurance back on the board, leading 5-3. Up to bat next will be Brody Black. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Kyler Leischner. Leischner 0 for 2, so his streak hasn't continued, and Holland now has a 7-game hit streak as well. First pitch for Brody. Upstairs for ball 1. Brody will stand back in. The 1-0 ground ball, third base side, knocked down by Schramm. His throw to first. He'll get it there to get the final out, and that'll save a run. Final out made with a man at third. Doc Stewarts can't add any to their 5-3 advantage. No runs on 2 hits. There were no errors in the ball game in the inning for Klamath Falls. 2 men left on base for the Doc Stewarts. Head to the bottom of the 5th, still 5-3. Doc's in favor on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Gotta go with barbecue. Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Now for the Falcons, DH, number 6, Blake Lodi.
Docs baseball tonight here on 1490 The Score from Klamath Falls, brought to you by Flyaway Travel. Book your travel plans with their travel experts, now located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue in Roseburg. On the mound, Cody Johnson trying to hang on to a 2-run lead, and out to the mound will go the catcher Kyler Leischner to have a quick word. Five to 3 the score. First pitch here in the bottom of the 5th. Misses for ball 1. Called a strike, I guess. So an 0-1 count for Cody. His 0-1 pitch in the air to right field. Off the bat of Blake Loney. And out there, Zach Hahn will make the grab for the first out. Loney was 1 for 1 coming into the at-bat. He flies out to right field to go 1 for 2 now. 1 down. Doc's looking for a strong inning defensively after giving up 9 batters at the plate in the 4th inning, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. 1 down, Billy Miller will stand in. He had an RBI double in the 4th to drive in the first run of the game for the Falcons. Chops this one to third. Mandera waits for it. He's got time, and over to first, and Jonathan Stone with the stretch for out number 2. John Mark Tacchini will step in with nobody on and 2 down. It's a quick-moving 5th inning for the Docs. Stepping in, Tacchini is 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Last time up, hit the double out to center field all the way to the wall. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. All the way to the wall over the head of Garrett Russell. And his double drove in a run, making it 5-2 at the time in favor still of the Doc Stewarts. He would come around to score the 3rd run of the game for the Falcons. Takes a breaking ball for a 2-0 count. Docs leading 5-3. We're in the bottom of the fifth. They're trying to get a split after losing game one 10-9 on a walk-off hit for the Falcons. The 2-0 goes to a 3-0 count after a pitch missing low. Johnson trying to wrap things up quick here. He fires a 3-0 pitch in for strike one. Three balls, one strike for Cody. Nobody on base with two down. And he misses outside for ball four. A two-out walk for Cody Johnson. That is his first walk of the game. He has hit a batter as well. One on, two down, and Hayden Rasica will step in next. Rasica 0 for 2, reached on an error in the fourth inning. First pitch taken outside for ball one. He popped it in the air, back behind at first. Traveling into the outfield grass, Jonathan Stone just couldn't get underneath it. Went off the end of his glove as a strike called on the outside corner. 1-1 count, 2 away. Doc Stewart's now 7 outs away from getting a win. Line drive to left field, coming in. Gillespie gets to it before it falls. And that'll wrap things up in the fifth. So 6 outs away from earning a split on the road. I know it seems a little inconsequential to start counting outs when you're on the road in a mid-season game. But for the Doc Stewarts trying to get that first win on the road in Area 4 play, it's a big one coming up. Go to the top of the sixth. Docs lead 5-3, looking to add some insurance here on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Now batting third baseman number 13, Zach Mandera.
Top of the sixth inning, Doc Stewart's lead 5-3 over the Klamath Falls Falcons. Zach Mandera will lead things off, and he fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Doc's baseball tonight, brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, Douglas County. Serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. That is Fisher's Hearth and Home. You'd think I'd have them down after reading those so many times, but tongue likes to get tripped up quite often. 5-3 our score. Docs with a run in the first, 4 in the fourth. For Klamath Falls, 3 runs in the bottom of the fourth. Their only inning where they've gotten runs across so far. Pitch miss for a 2-1 count now for Mandera. Zach, 0 for 2 in this ball game. He puts this one to left field. It's got a chance to get down. It will. Zach at first, taking a look. He'll hold at first base with a leadoff single. Docs get the leadoff man on. Man on at first for the Docs. They have not had the leadoff runner on since the first inning. In the first inning, they scored the first run of the game. Garrett Russell scoring on a Jonathan Stone single. So with nobody out and a man on at first, Doc Stewart's looking to try and follow that up and get a run across with the leadoff man on base. The little gnats, mosquito things are starting to make their way out here in Klamath Falls. First pitch inside to Doran Gillespie. 1-0 count. Gillespie 1 for 2, had an RBI single in the fourth and scored a run. That extended his hit streak to 12 games now, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's a season high for the team as he swings and misses for strike one. 1-1 count. A ball and a strike against Mandera. Takes a second to step out and take a cut. Docs have mixed things up here. They've got Tom Nielsen at third and Coach Savage at first. Is back in with the head first slide goes Mandera. I think I might have said Mandera at the plate there momentarily ago. So Doc's trying to do everything they can to try and get some good luck on the road, switching up pretty much everything they can. Runner going, ground ball, foul, third base side. Back to first will go Mandera, 1-2 count for Gillespie. A ball and 2 strikes against Gillespie. Trying to get on base for a second time in the ball game. He fouls it off back behind home, stays with the 1-2 count. That one off the plate with a bunch of backspin on that baseball. Hit the plate and then just spun right back into the hand of the catcher, Trevor Schluter. A 1-2 count, Mandera at first. We'll see if he tries to go again here. He does go running, swing and a miss, throw down to second base. Strike him out, throw him out. And the Doc Stewarts will have 2 outs and nobody on base. For Bailey Whitlock, that's his first strikeout in the ball game. And then caught stealing, Zach Mandera out at second. 2 down, strike him out, throw him out. It's one way to get the double play. Batting next will be Kyler Leishner, 0 for 2 in the game. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. So let's see here. A 1-0 count for Leishner. Fouls off a pitch for a 1-1 count. Just going to see. For Doran Gillespie, I don't think there's been too many of them. Gillespie, 8 strikeouts coming into the doubleheader here tonight. He struck out once in game 1, so he's got 10 now on the season. Guess they've happened a few more times than I was expecting. Leishner at the plate, the 1-1 pitch. Misses. No. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it missed for a 2-1 count. On the mound, Bailey Whitlock trying to get out of the 6th inning here. Got the strike him out, throw him out double play. That eliminated the threat, but he's on the verge of possibly walking Leishner to keep the inning going. Leishner at the plate with a 3-1 count. Throw in, Leishner, a swing and a miss. Took a big cut at that one, was expecting something he could hit, and just did not connect. Nobody on, 2 away. Full count pitch coming up with the Docs on top by 2. And it's another swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Whitlock, his second of the game. And the Doc Stewarts go down. 3 hitters to the plate here in the 6th inning despite a hit. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Docs lead 5-3 here on The Score.
Douglas County is your home, but no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us. Through every adventure, we'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide. Through every triumph, we'll be there every step of the way with a home mortgage. And through all life's little quirks, we'll be there with one-on-one support to get you back on the road in no time. Neighbors are there for each other, and that's exactly who we are. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Gotta go with barbecue. Cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Spitz cracked pepper.
Aunt Carol's barbecue seeds.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ranch.
Falcons, third baseman, number 3, Aiden Schramm.
Docs trying to protect a 2-run advantage as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-3 the score. Tonight's game brought to you by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning. Your best choice for the finest indoor comfort control. Call them today at 672-6707. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning. First at bat will be Aiden Schramm, and he takes for strike 1. Aiden Schramm, Trevor Schluter, and JT Overstreet, the bottom of the order up here. Ground ball right side. Luther in front of it goes down, but he's able from his knees to make a throw to first to make the play. Ranging to his left, Luther gets in front of that one, stumbled, lost his balance, went to the dirt, but got up to his knees quick and throws to Jonathan Stone. Gets the first out quickly there for the Doc Stewarts. 1 away. Trevor Schluter up to bat, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Takes a strike to lead things off. The 0-1 pitch fouled out of the stadium down the right side for strike 2. Cody Johnson ahead here into his 6th inning. If the score stays in his favor, he's got a chance to pick up a win here tonight. That ball in the air to left field. Got around on that one. Did Schluter, but it's going to go well foul. Stays an 0-2 count. Cody Johnson coming in with a 2-4 record this season. Looking to try and get it to a 3-4 record. Pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Let's see here. Docs have a couple of pitchers with 3 wins, but not very many. A 1-2 delivery from Johnson. That ball fouled away again. And the battle with Trevor Schluter continues. 1 away, nobody on base. Peyton Hope and Noah Burke both with 3 wins so far in the season. Then you've got Johnson, Mandera, and Stoffel all with 2. Pitch outside, can't get him to chase after it. A 2-2 count. Docs, before the loss in game 1, had tied a season best with a 4-game over 500 record, but they dropped back down to 3 games over. The pitch just outside will take it to a full count. So Doc's trying to get back to 4 games over 500 with a win here in game 2. Out of the windup, the 3-2 pitch. Pulled left side, foul. That one down the line, just barely foul. Docs had been on quite the winning streak there at home. They have won and still have won 12 straight at home, but they had gotten a 4-game winning streak overall. They were 1 win shy of the season high of 5-game win streak. As a swing and a miss, down with the strikeout goes Trevor Schluter. Strikeout number 3 on the night for Cody Johnson. That's another Joe's Towing strikeout. Don't get stuck. Don't strike out when you get stuck. Call Joe's Towing, our local professionals. First pitch here to JT Overstreet. Strike on the outside corner to begin with an 0-1 count. Fighter jets overhead. Some night training going on for the local group here in Klamath Falls. Pitch low for a 1-1 count. Johnson trying to get a 1-2-3 frame here in the 6th, keep his team in front by 2. Doc Stewart's now, as we do continue to count outs, 4 outs away from getting a win and their first road win in Area 4 play. They'll peel down to first. He went around for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Excuse me. Didn't think he had maybe gotten around on that one. Overstreet back in, a 1-2 pitch coming up from Johnson. Outside, it'll go 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes against JT Overstreet, who's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Johnson trying to finish off the 6th inning. Misses outside. The count will go full again. Johnson will take a moment, adjust his cap as he gets back on that first base side of the rubber, quickly into his windup. The 3-2, and he misses upstairs, not happy with himself there. A 2-out walk issued. Second walk of the game for Cody.
Hamilton.
Man on at first with 2 down. Top of the lineup, Josh Hamilton up 1 for 3 in the ball game. That does bring the tying run to the plate. The first pitch, Hamilton takes in the dirt for ball 1. Johnson needing to get out of things here in the 6th inning. Docs would like to add some more runs in the 7th to try and give a bit more of a cushion. Line drive up the middle, gets into center field for Hamilton. Stopping at second base is Overstreet. The 6th inning will continue. First and second with 2 down, and Kyle Hadwick will step in. Hadwick is 0 for 3. So he'll be looking to break out of the funk at the plate. Now a visit out to the mound for pitching coach Tom Nielsen. Doc Stewart's Baseball Tonight brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Nielsen will head out there to the mound to have a quick conversation with Cody and with Kyler Leishner. Doc's winning 5-3 at the moment, but the game-tying run at first for the Falcons here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. So Eugene and Grants Pass split their doubleheader today, which means they split the series. Game 1 went to Eugene 4-3. Grants Pass wins Game 2 5-3. So Eugene goes to 6-6 on the year. Grants Pass goes to 5-7. Last we heard, Medford and Willamette Valley were tied in their game at 2. Doc Stewart's looking to get a win here to stay in sole possession in second place. Brief conversation going on with the umpires with Coach Shaver, and now I believe Coach Whistler coming over to talk to the home umpire as well. Not sure what the explanation going about is taking place here. Cody Johnson, meanwhile, on the mound, waiting to resume this 6th inning. Trying to get out of it with runners at first and second. So it looks like we are ready to resume action. At second base is JT Overstreet. Josh Hamilton at first for the Falcons. 2 down. Kyle Hadwick at the plate. First pitch outside. Leishner sliding to his right, knocks it down. That holds both the runners. Johnson looking for that final out one way or the other. The 1-0 pitch. High for ball 2. A walk would load the bases here. 2 balls, no strikes against Hadwick. Johnson will agree to the pitch from Leishner. Checks second, delivers in. It's a breaking ball for a called strike. Taking all the way, it looked like, was Hadwick. He's got a 2-1 count. Out at second base, Overstreet being held on by Caden Johnson, who will retreat back to second, or back to his spot. Luther showing just a bit. Throw in, that ball in the air to right field, but drifting foul and out of play. Jay Stoffel down there. Pitcher in game 1 ended up not factoring into it. Stoffel, along with one of the Burke brothers, walking their way back. I don't know what they were doing that down that direction. Line drive shot right to Caden Johnson. That'll wrap it up here in the 6th. And the Doc Stewart's escape in the bottom of the 6th, leaving the game-tying run at first base for Klamath Falls. No runs on 1 hit, no Doc Stewart errors. 2 men left on base. We're through 6 innings of play. We go to the 7th. Doc's leading 5-3. Looking to add some insurance here on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Goofy.
Okay.
Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Leading off for Roseburg, second baseman, 2, Jacob Luther.
Pitchers are going deep into these ball games here tonight. Second straight game that we've got starter going into the 7th. Wade Schluter in Game 1 made it to the 7th for Klamath Falls. Game 2, Bailey Whitlock will make it into the 7th inning. He'll face Jacob Luther, Caden Johnson, and Garrett Russell to lead things off. First pitch, a called strike 1 against Luther. Docs lead 5-3. Looking to add some insurance runs. They haven't scored since the 4th inning. Luther puts the ball in the air out towards right field. Moving over and coming in, Overstreet there to make the catch. One away. Caden Johnson will stand in. 0 for 2 in this ball game for Johnson. Caden Johnson has a 5-game hit streak on the line, looking to get his first of the game here. His first pitch from Whitlock inside for ball 1. So let's see, here in the 7th inning, last at-bats you'd assume for the Doc Stewarts. Leischner and Caden Johnson both with hitting streaks that they're trying to extend. As the pitch inside, and Johnson just out of the way for a 2-0 count. Bailey Whitlock's 2-0 pitch with 1 away and nobody on. Now one fouled down the right field side and out of play for a 2-1 count. Doc Stewart's baseball tonight is brought to you by Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone's welcome to shop. Coming up in the bottom of the 7th, Klamath Falls will have their at-bats. Right now they trail by 2. The 2-1. I had the backwards there. A 3-1 count now as the pitch high and inside to Caden. Caden trying to help out Cody Johnson. See if they can get some extra runs for Cody in the 7th. Ball fouled down the third base side for strike 2. The Docs have switched it back. Coach Savage back at third base. Coach Nielsen down at first. I can ask, but I don't know if they'll have a great explanation on what they were doing. It's baseball. You just do what seems to work. Full count pitch coming up here for Caden Johnson. Ground ball to third, backhanded by Schramm, knocks it down. He won't make a play across the diamond. On safely will go Caden Johnson. And that'll be an error at third base there by Schramm. Was waiting to see what the consensus in the press box was going to be. It was at him, and he backhanded, got his glove all over it. So you kind of, it's a tough play, not an easy one to make, but unfortunately kind of have to put it down as an error. And it means that Caden Johnson likely will not extend his hitting streak here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. But a man on for the Docs, that's the important part. Throw over to first, Johnson back in. Tagged on the back. On the number there is 6. He'll stand up and shake off the dirt. 1 on, 1 out. Top of the lineup, Garrett Russell at the plate. Might see a bunt attempt here. Third base playing as if they might be expecting it, and he does square, but fouls it off for strike 1. Hayden Schramm there at third base. Appeared as if he was looking for that and had his front all of his weight on his front foot, ready to charge in if necessary. 0-1 count for Russell. Garrett in this ball game 1 for 3. Throw over, Johnson back in safely at first. Docs leading 5-3 as we make our way towards 10 o'clock here in Klamath Falls. This doubleheader's been moving pretty quick. Might get home a little earlier than we were thinking. There's a pitch inside. 1-1 count now for Garrett. Docs would play all night if they could get a split, that's for sure. I know they'd do that. Getting home at a reasonable hour doesn't mean anything for them unless they get a win here in Game 2. That would be the first series win for the Doc Stewarts this season in Area 4 play. On the mound, Bailey Whitlock will come set. 1-1 pitch. Russell to the gap at short, and it gets into left field. Going for third will be Caden Johnson. And Russell with a hard turn. He's going to try to make it to third or second, and he's out at second base. He took a big turn at first, aggressive, and tried to stretch it into a double. He hesitated momentarily. If you're running all the way, he probably gets in. But he gets thrown out at second base for the second out. And an unfortunate turn there for the Doc Stewarts. Up to third base goes Caden Johnson. But now with 2 outs, it's going to take a base knock, an error, or a wild pitch or pass ball to bring him in. Up to bat will be Zach Holland. 1 for 2 in this ball game for Holland. Zach stepping out, taking his time here, trying to calm down the momentum, it seems. Whitlock's first pitch. Low for ball 1. So 2 down, and you've got Caden Johnson on at third. Johnson was going from the get-go, planning on taking 2 bases on that single by Garrett Russell. The left fielder, Takini, was looking to try and throw to third at first, then changed his mind, looked to second, realized Russell was going, and that's when they get Garrett there at second base. 1-0 pitch, ground ball towards second, and it boots it into right field. Hadwick can't field it cleanly. And the Docs will score an unearned run here in the 7th to add an insurance run for Cody Johnson. And they'd like to say they're not quite done yet, but we'll see. Runner on at first, 6-3 is your score. 2 down, another error on that play. 2 errors here in the 7th inning for Klamath Falls. Doc Stewart's with a man on at first. Jonathan Stone to hit. He is 2 for 2 in the ball game. A single, a double, and a walk. First pitch bounces in for ball 1. Going up to second base, Holland will get in safely on the wild pitch. Two down. Now a man in scoring position for Stone, who does have an extra base hit in this ball game, and seems like nowadays a single is a very good chance of scoring a runner from second. Time called and a visit out to the mound here for the Klamath Falls coaching staff, and they're going to make a move. Into the 7th inning for Bailey Whitlock. He's got a 1-0 count against Jonathan Stone, but Klamath Falls is going to make a pitching change. It's a call to the pen brought to you by Shelby and Migulena Construction, your local leaders for any project, big or small. 30 years of quality, affordable work. Call Shelby and Migulena or visit their website, WeBuildHouses.com. Back after a 60-second break, Doc Stewart's in front 6-3 here on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Okay.
Goofy.
Okay. Favorite cartoon character? SpongeBob.
Tigger.
All right.
My favorite cartoon character is Squidward.
Bailey Whitlock comes out of the game, 6 2/3 innings worked. He gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. As he will come out of the game, and Blake Loney, the DH, will enter as the pitcher. 1-0 pitch to Jonathan Stone, third base side. Schramm up in front of it. He throws to first. He's behind. He skips it in. He just hesitated with his throw, and the Doc Stewarts will have a single here in the 7th by Jonathan Stone, his 3rd hit of the game. Stone will get on at first. Up to third goes Zach Holland. Docs will have runners on the corners with 2 away. And up to bat will be Brody Black. The hesitation by Smith, he just must not have had Schramm, must not have had a great handle on the baseball. And his delay allowed Stone to get on safely. First pitch to Brody Black, he takes for strike one. Blake Loney came in and got the win, only pitching a third of an inning in game one, picking up the victory. He comes in here in game two. We'll see how things continue for him here. Runner going from first, pitch outside, no throw down to second base. Stone will get in with a steal. A 1-1 count. 1-1 count here for Brody Black. One pitch up. And Black will have a 2-1 count. I made note of this mentally earlier. Didn't get much of a chance to talk about it. We got Brody Black at the plate. Jet Black sitting out in this game. He has played in almost every game for the Doc Stewarts this year, so he's getting a little bit of a breather. Brody takes inside. That one buzzing nearby him. And he takes for ball three. A 3-1 count now. A walk loads the bases with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Docs with already 1 run in, leading 6-3. 3 outs away defensively from getting a split here on the road and winning their first series against an Area 14. Strike called on the 3-1. Outside edge. Umpire took a moment on that one, wanted to contemplate it. Full count pitch coming up for Brody. It's not a force play, so the runners aren't necessarily taking off on the pitch. 3-2 in. Brody a swing and a miss. Blake Loney comes in and finishes it off, gives up 1 hit. But he strikes out Brody Black to finish off the 7th inning. Doc Stewarts get 1 insurance run, lead 6-3. Cody Johnson on the mound, needing 3 outs to get his 3rd victory of the season and get the Docs their first win on the road in Area 4 play. Back with the bottom of the 7th after this on CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score.
Season is finally here, but remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Loney.
Coming at you from Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls, Oregon. Tonight, the Doc Stewarts taking on the Klamath Falls Falcons. Game 2 coming down to the final frame. Docs lead 6-3 over Klamath Falls. Cody Johnson out there. He faces Blake Loney to start out things here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch misses for ball 1. Docs lead 6-3. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. The 1-0 pitch low for ball 2. I got to imagine here in the 7th inning, it's a short leash for Cody Johnson. Docs leading 6-3. Strike on the inside corner against Loney for a 2-1 count. Blake Loney against Cody Johnson here in game 2. 1 for 2, was hit by a pitch, had a single, scored a run, and popped out to right field. He'll hit a ground ball up the middle. Caden in front of it from behind second. The throw to first will get the first out. Caden fielding the ball right up the middle behind second. His rifle over to first base. And Jonathan Stone with the stretch. Docs get the first out. One away. Billy Miller will stand in. He is 1 for 3 with a RBI double. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. His RBI double coming back in the 4th inning. Other than that, he's grounded out to third twice. And he takes strike 2 on the outside corner. 0-2 count, nobody on base, 1 away, 6-3 lead for the Docs. Pitch is inside for ball 1. Docs trying to get the split. Might just get things rolling for him here. Trying to stay in contention for a spot at the top of the standings. Ground ball third base side. That's a fair ball into left field. And heading for second will go Miller. Gillespie gets it in left field, will throw it back in. It's a one-out double for Billy Miller. He gets his second of the game. Mandera back behind third base, tried to get to that one, but that was right on the line. And in fact, Mandera's down there inspecting that chalk line very closely. And now I think Pete Whistler might be asking whether or not Gillespie had taken that ball out of play down that left field line. I don't know where the line is. I don't see any distinction out there. But if you carry the ball out of play, that's an extra base. Gillespie went behind a little fence out there just a little bit down the left field line, but the runner stays at second. First pitch, a strike called with 1 out and a man at second base. John Mark Tacchini stands in. Swing and a miss for strike 2. The 0-2 is outside in the dirt. We go to a 1-2 count. Tacchini here in game 2, 2 for 2 with a single, a double, and a walk. He drove in a run with a double in the 4th inning. His 1-2 pitch, grounds ball right side. Long run for Luther. In front of it, he knocks it down. He'll throw to first. It gets away, and a run will come in. And a throwing error on Jacob Luther will score a run. 6-4 now the score. Still on at first base is John Mark Tacchini. He gets on with the single, but the throwing error scores Billy Miller. So 6-4 is your score. Luther had a long way to run. I was thinking he was going to just hang on to it, make sure that the run didn't score. But he tried to make the play at first, doing everything he could, and just threw off the mark. Pitch low and outside for ball 1 now against Hayden Rasica, who's 0 for 3 in this ball game. He'll take a strike on the 1-0 pitch for a 1-1 count. Cody Johnson looking for 2 more outs to get the win. Ball gets by Leishner up to second base, goes Tacchini. So that will eliminate that double play option. Moving into scoring position on the wild pitch is Tacchini. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Rasica, last time up, lined out to left field. Final out of the 5th inning. His 2-2 pitch coming up. Just outside. Full count. Cody having to work for it here in the 7th. I believe it's Cade Meisner that may be the first option out of the bullpen for the Docs if they make a move here in the 7th. 1 away. Docs leading by 2. Cody Johnson wiping away some sweat off of his face. I think smacking at some bugs that might have flown into his face. Bugs always come out heavy here at night. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. He gets him looking. Got him with the breaking ball. Rasica frozen at the plate. He goes down. 4th strikeout of the game for Cody Johnson. It's another Joe's Towing strikeout. 2 away. That one a big punch out for Cody Johnson. And now he needs 1 more. Aiden Schramm will step in. 0 for 2 in the game. He had a sac fly back in the 4th. First pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Strikeout giving the Docs a little bit of momentum here in the bottom of the 7th, trying to hang on for a win. Klamath Falls has not made it easy. The 0-1 outside. They didn't make it easy up in Roseburg either, but the Docs pulled away late in both of those games yesterday, winning 11-6 and 8-3. But here in Klamath Falls, Docs pulling ahead, and Klamath Falls fighting their way back and making life difficult down the stretch in both games. There's a pitch on the inside corner taken for strike 2. Down to their final strike with 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Klamath Falls trails 6-4. The 1-2 pitch, swinging a reach for it. Ground ball back to the mound. Cody Johnson to first. Docs win! And the streak is broken. I'm probably a little bit more happy than I should be about a road win in the middle of the season. But after you lost 8 straight on the road, the Docs finally snap the streak and get a win in Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader and pull off a split and earn their first series win of the season in Area 4. Doc Stewart's winners 6-4 in Game 2. They'll stay in sole possession of second place in the Area 4 standings as they will remain, let's see here. Docs will move to 7-5 in Area 4 play, and they will stay 3 games back of Medford in first place. We'll go to the Roseburg Disposal post-game show. We'll wrap it up quick because I'm sure the team's ready to get on the road, and I rode with them, so we'll make sure we're there and not holding them up. Back with the Roseburg Disposal post-game show after this on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score.
This county is your home.
But no matter where life takes you, Cascade Community Credit Union will be there whenever you need us.
We'll be there with access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs worldwide.
We'll be there with an auto loan for your next vehicle.
And when you're ready to make your dreams a reality, we'll be there with a home mortgage and one-on-one support every step of the way. Because commitment to our members is reflected in everything we do. Cascade Community Credit Union, there whenever you need us.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Reese's Pieces. Popcorn with butter.
Starburst.
Popcorn.
Okay.
Skittles.
Popcorn.
Swedish Fish.
Oh. Reese's Pieces.
Best snack for movies? Oh, buttered popcorn.
Okay. Come back here in Klamath Falls. We're going to make this a quick post-game show and wrap things up for you and get on the road back home as the Doc Stewarts finally end their streak on the road, getting a victory in Game 2 as they win 6-4 and get the victory, snapping an 8-game losing streak on the road, and also get their first win in Area 4 play on the road this season. Docs also winning their first league series of the year as well. Look at the final numbers brought to you by Garrettson Building Supply. Our check of the scoreboard: 6 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors for the Doc Stewarts, 4 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors for Klamath Falls. Doc Stewarts left 4 men on base. Klamath Falls left 8 men on base in the second one. Cody Johnson gets the win, goes to 3-4 on the season. Bailey Whitlock takes the loss for Klamath Falls. Cody Johnson goes the distance, a 7-inning complete game victory for him here tonight. A nice performance from him on the mound. So for the Doc Stewarts, a game recap here brought to you by the News Review Sports section. Get a full recap of tonight's action from the News Review's print edition coming up tomorrow. Docs took a 1-0 lead in the first, and they led the rest of the game, but Klamath Falls made it tight. Docs led 5-0 after the top of the fourth, but Klamath Falls got 3 runs on the board. Docs scored 1 in the seventh to make it 6-3, but Klamath Falls got 1 back in the bottom of the seventh, made it the final score, 6-4. That's your game recap there. Doc Stewart's getting the victory Taking a look at the numbers, Cody Johnson, 7 innings worked, 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Bailey Whitlock taking the loss, 6 2/3, 9 hits, 6 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Blake Loney pitched a third of an inning, gave up 1 hit, had 1 strikeout, didn't give up a run in relief. Some of your offensive numbers, 10 hits on the day for the Doc Stewarts. Garrett Russell with 2 hits. Zach Holland had a base knock. Jonathan Stone gets 3 hits in the ball game. Brody Black had a base hit. Zach Mandera with a single in there. Doran Gillespie goes 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Kyler Leischner goes 0 for 3. That ends his 3-game hit streak. Jacob Luther goes 1 for 3. And Caden Johnson goes 0 for 3 at the bottom of the lineup. That ends Cody Johnson's, let's see here, 5-game hit streak. On the other side for Klamath Falls, 2 hits at the top of the lineup for Josh Hamilton. Let's see. Blake Loney goes 1 for 3 with a single. Billy Miller had 2 doubles in the game with an RBI and 2 runs scored. John Mark Tacchini goes 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a double, an RBI, a run scored, and a walk. Let's see here. Bottom of the lineup didn't do a whole lot. JT Overstreet goes 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. And that is a look at the final numbers from tonight's contest. It's time to name our Roseburg Refrigeration Player of the Game here during the post-game show. Your locally owned residential heating and cooling specialist. That's Roseburg Refrigeration. Player of the game is going to be Cody Johnson. I love this trend. I interview the guys in the pregame. They get named Player of the Game in the postgame. That's the way to work it out. Cody Johnson goes to complete game to get the victory for the Doc Stewarts. First on the road for the Docs in Area 4 play, and it also snaps an 8-game losing streak on the road for the Doc Stewarts this season. Cody Johnson, your Roseburg Refrigeration Player of the Game. This is the Roseburg Disposal post-game show. Let them make the run to the dump for you. I want to thank a couple other sponsors. Oregon Coach Crafters, the best care in RV services and repair. They are our pregame coaches interview. Before Game 1, we talked with head coach Scott Shaver about the action here tonight. That's going to wrap it up here for us, folks. We want to make sure we get on the road with the team and do not hold them up. So we're going to go ahead and start breaking things down here in the booth and head on back to Roseburg. Docs get a split. They are in second place, 3 games behind Medford. You've got Eugene. That'll be now 4 games back of Medford. Same with Willamette Valley. Willamette Valley falls to 5 and 7. So they are going to be 5 games back of Medford. Grants Pass also 5 and 7, 5 games back, and Klamath Falls at now 3 and 9 is going to be 7 games back of Medford in first place. That'll do it for us, folks. We'll wrap up and say goodnight from Kiger Stadium. I'm Joey Kieran. Want to say thanks to the Falcons for hosting us here tonight. A big thanks to head coach Scott Shaver and the entire Doc Stewarts baseball program for allowing to bring you another season of Doc Stewarts baseball here on The Score. Thanks to Brenton Cranford and Chance Terrell back in the studio for the production work here tonight. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast, because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Kieran, folks. We will talk to you on Saturday when the Doc Stewarts host Australia for a non-league single game. We'll have that one for you here on CBS Sports Radio, 1490 The Score. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later.